Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we're going to be talking about the brilliant minds behind the atomic theory. In this video we're going to explain the contributions of the key scientists in their development of the current atomic model. Before we get to that, let's talk about what is an atom. Can you tell me what an atom is? Yeah, that's right. Atoms are building blocks of matter. But now the question is, how do we know what is an atom? In order for us to do that, let's go back in time. "2,500 years ago in ancient Greece, we had people coming together to discuss things, to question everything. We call them philosophers. Now, philosophers were like influencers of our time. In ancient Greece, one of the most important or influential philosophers was named Aristotle. He believed that everything around us was made up of the elements: water, earth, air, and fire. And he was a very influential philosopher, so everyone believed in him. Everyone except for Democritus. Democritus was the first one to propose atomos, or indivisible or uncuttable tiny solid objects that make up all matter in the universe. And he said they have always been there, they're always in motion, they're infinite in number, and everything is made up of it. And atoms come in different shapes and sizes. Atoms would have the properties of their substances. So atoms of water would flow like water, atoms of iron would be hard and sturdy. Unfortunately, Aristotle was king, and because of that, they laughed at Democritus and there went his theory. He got forgotten for many years until John Dalton came in. John Dalton was a British scientist. Actually, he was an English chemist, and he was really into studying the weights of various elements and compounds. And he noticed that they were always in fixed ratios. Matter was always in fixed ratios based on their weight or the volume in the cases of gases. And then he started reading the experiments and observations of his peers too, and together with all that information, he proposed this theory of the atom. The laws that contributed to Dalton's theory included the law of conservation of mass, the law of definite proportions, and the law of multiple proportions. The general tenets of Dalton's atomic theory include all matter is composed of extremely small particles called atoms. The atoms of a given element are identical in size, in mass, and in other properties. And he thought of them a lot like bowling balls, where they can't be subdivided. There's nothing smaller than the atom, that you can't create atoms, nor can you destroy them. He also said the atoms of different elements combine in simple whole number ratios to form compounds. And yeah, you can rearrange, separate, or combine atoms in chemical reactions. John Dalton is credited as the father of modern atomic theory, mainly because he used experiments and scientific research to support his theory. Unlike Democritus, although Democritus does get a shout out. It's been about 2,500 years, and he was given credit for coming up with the idea of atomos or atoms, but he doesn't truly get the credit as the father of modern atomic theory because he had no evidence or testing. He based his generalization on inductive reasoning. Although John Dalton's theory has been largely accepted by the scientific community, we know there are some changes. With new technology, we have learned that there are subatomic particles and that elements can have isotopes or different masses, and you can create and destroy atoms using nuclear fission and fusion. But we'll talk more about that in the next video. Thanks for watching.